Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the continuation list set methods. We are going to continue in this video. Okay, so we have discussed four different methods in the last video belongs to list set methods. In this video we are going to discuss the rest of the methods which are pending. So the methods we are going to discuss in the topic is find method, filter method, count method and sum method. Okay, so let's try to look at those into practical now. So let's say Scala demo. Now topic is list set methods. So in the first method we are planning to discuss it, find method. Okay, this method will be utilized to find the first element of the list set that satisfies the given predicate. Okay, find method is utilized to find the first element of the list set that satisfies the given predicate. Okay, now the second method which we are going to discuss, filter method. So filter method is utilized to select all elements of the list set which satisfies a stated predicate. Filter method is utilized to select all elements of the list set which satisfies a stated predicate. Okay, now the third method is count method. So the count method is utilized to count the number of elements of the list set which satisfies a stated predicate. Count method is utilized to count the number of elements of the list set which satisfies a stated predicate. The fourth one is sum method. So the sum method will be utilized to add all the elements of the stated list set. So is utilized to add all the elements of the stated list set. Okay, so we are going to discuss these four different methods as discussed: find, filter, count, sum. Okay, now we will try to define the main method first. Args array of string. Okay, we have created the main method, and before that, in order to get the benefit of list set, we need to import Scala dot collections dot immutable library. Okay, now we'll try to take a variable called list set. Now let's apply list set of elements. Let's say 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50 comma 60 comma 80. Okay, so here is the list of elements which we had it. Now we will try to apply the find method. Now applying find method. Okay, so val result equal to ls dot find. Now let's try to say greater than 10. Okay, now let's try to print the result. Now let's try to see what this is going to fetch the result. See, it is telling, it's returning sum of 20. See, if it is greater than 10, so it is, what is greater than 10, it is 20. Okay, now let's try to give, if it is greater than 20 means, now let's try to see it is sum of 30. Okay, the alternate max method it is taking. Let's try to give greater than 60. Now let's try to see sum of 80. So it is finding greater than means the immediate uh, max element. Okay, the immediate element which is trying to find out. For example, let's say 40 means it will return the sum of 50. Okay, that's how the find will works. Now let's try to see if it is less than 10. Okay, now let's try to run and see what this is going to give. It's none because we don't have any element less than 10. Okay, that's where basically it will return it as none. Okay, that's how the find will work. Now that's what we have written here. It allows you to find the first element of the list set that satisfies the given predicate. Okay, that's what's the meaning of this. Now the second method which we discussed, it is filter. So let's say if it is greater than, let's say 30. Okay, now let's try to run and see what outcome that we are going to fetch. Filter greater than 30 means we do have 40, 50, 60, 80. In the last video we have seen filter not means we should not filter if it is greater than 30. Now here filter, so we don't have filter not. Then filter greater than 30 means rest of the elements which beyond 30 which is exist, it is going to return. Okay, now we'll try to see what if it is less than 10. Okay, now let's try to see what this is going to give. See, it is returning empty list set because we don't have less than 10. Okay, now let's say less than 20. Now let's try to run this. It is telling list set of 10 because we do have less than 20 one element called 10. Okay, that's where basically it is returning the available element in a form of list set. Okay, that's fine. Now we have seen find and filter. Now we will try to see the count method. Count is utilized to count the number of elements in the list set. Okay, let's apply the count. Now let's see if it is less than 10. Now let's try to run and see. See, it is telling 0. We don't have anything less than 10. Let's say 40. Okay, now let's try to run and see. It is, there are 3, count is 3 because less than 40 we do have 3, right? That's where basically it is returning the count. Now let's say greater than 20. Now let's see, it should return 5. See, if greater than 20 we do have 5 elements, it's returning 5. If you say 60, then it will return 1, means we will have only 80. Okay, this is all about count. That's what it is telling, count the number of elements in the list set. Now let's try to apply another method called sum. Okay, now sum won't take any additional stuff. Let's try to run and see. See, it is taking sum of all the elements. That's what it is mentioned. Method is utilized to add all the elements of the stated list set. Okay, it is returning. Let's say, let's remove this. Now let's try to run it. See, it is returning 100. Okay, that's all. Somehow sum works, all the elements it will tries to add up. So in today's discussion we do discussed 4 different another methods, means find, filter, count and sum. I hope this is for today. That's all guys. So we completed the list set all the methods. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you really like it, please do subscribe, like it and share it, and please do the comment.